Hey everybody, Collin here with Tamman Inc. once again to talk to you today about dark patterns. Today we'll be talking about a dark pattern known as a Roach Motel. No, that's not something that you'll find in the pest control aisle of your local grocery or hardware store, but it is, much like its namesake, any situation on the internet, such as a membership, account, or newsletter, that's very easy to get into, but very difficult to get out of. Today we'll be talking about three of them really quickly, two of which I'm sure most of you have at least heard of, and one of which I had a personal experience with recently. So with that said, I think I'd like to start with talking about Facebook. Now, as time goes on, we're all looking to trim down the social media that we're using, and like many people, I myself have deleted a Facebook account. And I'm sure you all know how difficult that can be. They hide all of this through nondescript setting panels that you have to usually Google to figure out where you want to go. Even then, they partake in another dark pattern, which is known as confirm shaming, to deter you from making this decision. Now, that can be pictures of your friends showing up saying so-and-so will miss you with a photo of you, or it can even just be advertisements for products that you might want to use, and ways that they think that Facebook can better your life. Now, this isn't inherently negative. However, the way that it makes you feel is. Next up, I'd like to talk about Amazon.com. We all probably use Amazon, but you probably never went to go delete your account, and that can be quite a difficult task. Now, there's no direct way to delete your Amazon account. Once you do some Googling and get to the page where you want to do it, you then have to speak to a customer service representative who's going to do their best to try to keep you within Amazon's walls. Now, deleting an Amazon account might not be something you have to do, but be prepared to go through an ordeal to get there. Finally, I'd like to talk about a recent experience I had with a Roach Motel that came to a rather frustrating conclusion. I subscribed to the New York Times so I could get into their newsletters during all the upheaval and unprecedented times we're going through. However, I found the merit of the content that they were delivering not really to meet my needs. So I figured, all right, well, I don't really want them collecting data on me, so I'll delete the account. Now, much like Amazon, they don't really have a formal process to do this. So after doing a bunch of Googling and going through menus, I was asked to contact their customer support. Now, I gave them the reason I'd like my account deleted, and they said they would get back to me within a reasonable amount of time. Several days went by, and then I finally heard back from them. And what did they do? They said that they didn't see a reason to delete my account. And to this day, it's still present. These are a couple examples of Roach Motels, but they're not limited just to account membership websites. Many times, when you go to sign up for a newsletter, or you get signed up for a newsletter that you did not sign up for, you'll run into the issue where you want to unsubscribe, but it's not automatically generated from your inbox. Like myself, I usually unsubscribe from newsletters through the iOS Mail app. But sometimes you actually have to go into the message. And in those messages, it can be rather difficult to find it. A lot of times developers will obscure the unsubscribe link by using poor contrast in color. This can also be a very potent accessibility issue. Another accessibility issue is with the way that they hide the ways to get out of these services. It can be very difficult for some people who might need to use a mechanical switch to navigate to it. It might require several head movements that can be very painful for some people. Hey, thanks again for watching. And if you like this content, please be sure to check out the other videos on our YouTube page or head over to tammaninc.com and go to the Learn page where you can find our white papers, blog posts, case studies, as well as our podcast backlog for Article 19. Thanks again and take care.